You know, there's one thing that I have a problem with, and those are the schmark fans. And and as you know, I hate schmark fans. I hate fans that just do not like to accept what they get, or as the smarks, they're just the people that just want to talk about, oh, how good they are, how they know wrestling should really be. And they always praise the Lords that they're so happy that they've got NXT. You know? You know? I am no schmark. I am not a schmark. I am not JD. And I know I hate, I hate you bringing up his name on my channel. But he's like one of the biggest names here in the profession. It's hard not to bring up his name because of what a fool he is. And then you got the schmarks. Then you got all the schmarks complaining about how SmackDown, how WWE hasn't been busy building to the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble doesn't need build. The Royal Rumble doesn't even need build. The Royal Rumble match itself doesn't need build. I remember years ago, before the whole brand split happened, I remember years ago how people, were complaining about how, do you guys remember all those big ass battle royal brawls that would have all the guys that are participating in the Royal Rumble? You would have all these guys, in the ring, and they're all brawling. That's how they used to build to the Royal Rumble. They used to build to the Royal Rumble like that years ago. And I used to hear people complain about how they need to stop building Royal Rumbles like this. And they haven't been building Royal Rumbles like this in years. And people still think there's no build to the Royal Rumble match. The Royal Rumble match doesn't need to be built. It doesn't need build. Everyone's complaining that the Women's Royal Rumble needs to be built. Well, here you go. We got 2 doses of it. We got dose of it. We got Asuka throwing Mickie James, Bayley, and Sasha Banks out. And we got all the girls on SmackDown brawling. And then what we see? We see bodies getting flying over the top rope, and Becky Lynch being sneaky. Becky Lynch using the example of, we may be friends, but I'm going to toss you out. She threw out Naomi, and Naomi landed on the apron, and she turned back around and smiled at Becky. People need to understand is that we get build, but you just don't see it. SmackDown had build to the Royal Rumble match and to the pay-per-view alone. AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, is that build? Is that build? Yes, it's build. They're building to their handicap match. They're building to it. How is that not build? Seriously. This is why I hate schmarks. Oh, and speaking of Royal Rumble build, what about Randy Orton RKOing both Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin? Is that build to the Men's Royal Rumble? Yes, it is. It is build. Because Randy Orton just RKO'd 2 guys that are in the Royal Rumble. So stupid. So stupid how people complain on the internet. And this is why I can't stand. This is why I can't stand schmarks. And I'm not. And before you people go ahead and say anything, I'm gonna say this right now. I am not calling my friend King Schmidt a schmark. He's gone on record and said that he's no schmark. He's not a schmark. He hates that whole term. Well, for once I agree with him. We both hate that whole term of schmarks. I'm not a schmark. You're not a schmark. If anybody is a schmark in the wrestling community, I will not like you. And I'm going to go on record and say that. We got some Royal Rumble build, and if you don't want to accept the fact that what I'm telling you is Royal Rumble build, then you can just not what you should not just, you should just keep your mouth shut. Just don't say anything. But you will. So overall, guys, we had 17 and 18 entries for both Royal Rumble matches. I'm going to go over them really quick. The men's Royal Rumble, we got 17 out of 30 entrances. We got Elias, Orton, Shinsuke, John Cena, Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, Rusev, Aiden English, Apollo Crews, Titus O'Neil, The Miz, Ty Dillinger, and The New Day today announced themselves in the Royal Rumble match. Samoa Joe was meant to be in the Rumble, but got pulled out due to foot injury. For the women's, we got Naomi, Asuka, Riot, Natalya, Banks, Bayley, Rose, Deville, Carmella, Lana, Tamina, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke. Paige was originally meant to be in the match, but was pulled out due to neck injury. So overall, we're meant to have 19 women. And speaking of the women, I actually enjoyed their segment. I felt their segment was a lot better than Raw's. And also, guys, I want to give you guys a quick breaking news before I get into my review. Breaking news that that I just received word that Enzo Amore has been released by WWE for sexual assault. Enzo Amore is no longer in WWE. He is fired from the WWE. So I thought I'd give you guys an update on that. And, it is what it is with Enzo Amore. So I'm not going to go into much depth with that. So let's get on with the review. Started things off with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They were talking about how AJ Styles does not stand a chance against them in a 2-on-1 handicap match. And they bring up the facts that AJ Styles said that he could beat both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in the same night in 1-on-1 action. So AJ Styles eventually then agrees to the match. He happily agrees. So yeah, he agrees to first them both in the same night, back-to-back matches. We had Chad Gable versus Jey Uso. I don't know. Now, I understand they need to build to this match, but this really didn't make much sense. But hey, I'll take it. This was an interesting match. This was a pretty good match. Like I said, more builds. They're building up to the Royal Rumble. But this really wasn't all that special. But like I said, I'll take it. Oof, everyone's favorite division. Everyone's favorite division now. And what I mean by everyone's favorite division, I mean everyone's favorite division to hate. The women's division, Naomi and Liv Morgan. And they put more build in. They got more build for the Women's Royal Rumble, guys. We should be happy. No, I'm being serious. You should be happy. Oh, but it's too late. But no, it's too late. We had we had all the women come out, except Nikki Bella, but we had all the women come out. Naomi got a roll up with a sunset flip into a power bomb, got the win, and then all the women decided to have a quick brawl and started to throw each other over the top rope. Natalya started to dominate the division by throwing out Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and even Lana, and then Becky Lynch got in, and she fled. And also Carmella got tossed out by, I think it was by Naomi, and then Becky came from behind. Becky was standing next to Naomi as like they were working together, and then Becky decides to throw Naomi over the top rope, but Naomi lands on the apron, looks back at Becky and smiles at her. And then Charlotte came out and said that and she reminded everybody, that the entire women's division, that it's every woman for themselves, and regardless who wins, they will be facing the Queen at WrestleMania on the SmackDown side. Oh gee, are you guys satisfied? Are you guys satisfied now? We got billed to the Women's Royal Rumble. No, you're not going to be satisfied, because you're going to say the words, it's too late. It was too late. They should have done it from the start. Those are the smart marks saying that, by the way. Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin ended in a no contest. This was actually a very good match. I actually had a lot of fun with this match. This was really good to see. And Randy Orton just comes out of nowhere, RKO Shinsuke, when Shinsuke's about to King Shasta Baron Corbin. That was a very good spot, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed this. This segment was this was a very, very good match, and also Randy Orton interfering was another example, and more build to the Royal Rumble. Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Bobby Roode defeated Jinder Mahal, Rusev, and Aiden English. Now, if I do want to say something, now this is a bit of an interesting one. The segment at the start was funny, you know, Bobby Roode was about to say that my US title reign is going to be absolutely glorious, but New Day cut off by saying a few different words. Well, this match, you know, I'll give it a pass. I'll give it a pass for what it was. At least it was something. At least we got something. AJ Styles got a quick win on Kevin Owens. Got a very quick win on Kevin Owens with the calf crusher, made Owens tap, didn't let go of the submission hold, and also before the match, I better get on to what happened at the start of the match before I say anything. What happened before the match is that Shane McMahon came out and warned both Owens and Zayn and said if either one of you tried to interfere in each match, you will be fired and also not get your Royal Rumble, your championship match at the Royal Rumble. So Owens was sent to the back. AJ Styles beat Owens quick, and they had that whole angle with Owens being on the outside and AJ Styles getting a little distracted with him being out there. So AJ Styles was doing the best he could to overcome the odds. So AJ Styles, like I said, beats Owens quick. Then Sami Zayn and AJ Styles was next. This was a very good match. I really enjoyed it. Zayn and Styles really do work well together. And in the end of it all, Sami Zayn got the win with the Helluva Kick. Oh, sorry, he didn't get the win with the Helluva Kick. He did the Helluva Kick into a Blue Thunder Bomb. My apologies. And I've been hearing a lot of people say that Sami Zayn needs to start winning matches with the Blue Thunder Bomb. There you go. There you go. Right there. Sami Zayn wins with the Blue Thunder Bomb. So there you have it. There you have it. That's your SmackDown Live. I really enjoyed this show. I really enjoyed SmackDown, regardless what anybody else has to say. SmackDown Live was a very interesting show. It kept me interested, like what Monday Night Raw needs to be doing, keeping me interested. And SmackDown actually had build to the Royal Rumble, regardless what anybody thinks. Anyway, guys, that is your SmackDown Live review. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will be seeing now, guys, I want to bring up something else before I go. I will be heading to my brother's place to watch the Royal Rumble, so I might not be able to review it immediately. Maybe I might review it at his place, but I'll soon see. Maybe I'll review it when I come back home, but right now, but that's what I want to let you guys know right now. I will be heading to my brother's house to watch Royal Rumble, and maybe even Takeover. I don't know, but yes, that's what's going to be happening. I'll be heading to my brother's to watch the Royal Rumble. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me for my SmackDown Live review. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified when my next video comes up. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all for my, I'll see you all for my Royal Rumble review, but we'll see if anything important comes up. Then maybe I might make it like an extra video. But anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all in another video. See you guys then.